Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw, and today I finally get to review some brand new Metallica music. If you're looking for the actual song, check the description, and then you'll find some links to the actual song itself. This is a review, not the actual song itself. Anyways, today I'm reviewing the new Metallica song that they premiered last night on tour, entitled The Lords of Summer. When I first heard about this tour and this whole thing about Metallica by request, I thought it was a cool idea until I read the little bit of information they decided to add in to the mix on top of this huge announcement about Metallica by request, where you vote for the set list you're about to go see them live. They added, oh, by the way, we're going to play a brand new song. I'm like, finally? After so many years of waiting after Death Magnetic, we're finally getting some new music. We should have got some new music back in 2012 or 2011. Well, we did, but that was the four, songs left off of Death Magnetic, so we would have gotten them probably anyway. But now, we have a new song that may or may not be on the actual new album itself later down the road, whenever we get to that point. But we have this new song that clocks in about 7 minutes plus, and it's a song that has a lot of things going for it. And I was really surprised and shocked about this, because when they performed it last night, everybody's going, well, we want to hear it. Well, no one's posted it yet, and we've been waiting and waiting and waiting forever and ever and ever. And finally, 2 a.m. my time, staying up really late, hoping that before I go to bed and pass out, someone will upload a video, and somebody did. The Lords of Summer, finally it's an entirety, not a 15-second clip on Instagram that people are posting everywhere, an actual full-length video of the song. And there's a lot of things going for it, like I just said. I'm going to go through the actual entire song itself. Let's just talk about the whole entire track. The intro sounds a little bit like Phantom Lord, but I kind of got past that as I'm thinking it more of, it's something new. I'm not trying to remind myself of past stuff. I'm trying to look at the song as a whole new thing and not try to think of how it sounds similar to this or this or this. But I enjoyed the intro. Now, the actual main riff that James slams into after the intro is over is very catchy. It sounds more unique than what I would expect from a kind of song like this, because I was expecting maybe some, cool ideas, but not to the level of where riffs sound very unique and stand out, because this riff, the sound of it, the way it's being played, just sounds very unique to me. It sounds like a riff that I wouldn't hear every day in the thrash metal world, old thrash or new thrash. It sounds like a very unique riff that kind of stands out. Maybe it's just the way that it sounds, the notes he's hitting, I'm not sure, but I like the riff. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's a very unique sounding riff to me, and I do like it a lot. Now, what actually is more surprising than, I think what's most surprising is the two main things we're about to get to. And here's the biggest main thing I have to say as a huge surprise shock about this track. The actual verses themselves. Verse 1 and verse 2. It's not James' vocals. They're good. It's not the actual riffs. They sound pretty good during the verse. They're alternate picking. They're pretty fast and thrash sounding. It's Lars. It's Lars. He's not playing a beat. He's not playing a drum pattern. He's double bassing at a pretty good speed. He's not going at like super fast speed or anything like that. But he's playing double bass at a pretty decent speed. And my first thought was, what? This is Lars, where everyone gives him shit for not playing double bass and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, this brand new song, verse 1 and verse 2, he's slamming double bass. Does it sound perfect? It could. I don't know. We're listening to a live video, but it sounds pretty good to me. Could it be faster? Maybe, but would it fit the song? I don't know. It's the way that he picked. It's what he picked to play, and I was really shocked by it in a good way. I was just like, Lars, damn, dude, just damn. Anyways, but the actual choruses themselves, then we'll go to the actual solos and get to some all that good stuff. So the actual chorus itself is not fast and crazy and hectic. It's melodic and groovy. It's pulled back. It sounds, as some people have quoted, and I will have to agree, kind of load type-ish, but it is heavy in a sense, so don't go like thinking it's going to be a complete 180 of what we heard so far of the song. It's still got some heavy aspect, but it's more of a melodic and groovy type chorus compared to the verse, where it's fast and crazy and double bass and alternate picking riffs and thrash. So it's not a complete 180, but it goes in a more melodic direction. So we have that. until we get to the actual section where everything stops except the drums and we have a simple pattern, and then James comes in with an actual pretty awesome riff, and it's kind of leading into a solo. Now this is where the second big thing comes in. The actual solo itself. It's not just a 20-second solo. This solo feels like it goes on forever, but it sounds really good, so I have no issue with it. It's a very, very long solo, and that's the second biggest surprise out of this whole entire track, is because it leads in kind of slow, kind of melodic. It's kind of building itself, and James is falling behind, of course, and the band is going. And then we get to some really good surprises. We get to a surprise where James and Kirk are dual guitar soloing. It doesn't last long, but it sounds very cool and very interesting. And I really just caught myself repeating that little section because I just love hearing them dual guitar soloing on anything. It just sounds really good. They're really good at it. And then we actually get to where the song, they slam and then they go right into it and Kirk goes insane and starts playing another solo. Except the solo isn't building or leading up to something. It is the actual thing that they built up to. He is going insane. He's playing some great things. And it just sounds like an amazing solo that really took some thought. I think, for me, it feels like he took some really good thoughts. He took a lot of thought into what he's actually going to play on this solo and not just play some random notes. It sounds like he really worked on it and made sure that it sounded the best that it could with whatever the rest of the band is doing. Now, when the solo ends, we don't just get a riff or a section that kind of plays after the solo ends, as we've heard in a lot of Metallica songs. There's a riff that they write that kind of happens after the solo. We don't just get one of those and then we get to the actual end, the chorus again, and then we're done. We hear two. We hear this ending, we hear this section after the ending of the solo, really good, and then we think, okay, here comes chorus. Nope, they lead into another section, and it sounds great too. And then we get to the actual chorus itself, and then James is sending us off, and then we get to the actual end of the song, and the crowd goes crazy. So, this song has a lot of good things going for it. Lyrically, there's some moments where I'm going, what? But overall, you gotta think that there may be some tweaks, there may be some changes, and stuff like that. And there's a few things I do want to mention real quick, is that, like I just said, is that there may be some tweaks and changes throughout the tour of this song. So it may go shorter, it may go longer, who knows? But I'm really excited to see what happens here. And for me, there's some people that saying, well, maybe this song isn't going to end up on the album, maybe some sections. I kind of hope this song ends up on the album, but maybe a different title change completely. But I do enjoy the track for what it is. It's a great track. Please check the description for a link to the actual song if you've not heard it, or if you've not heard a really good version, because I'm putting links in the description of the best versions out so far. And if they keep coming, I'll keep posting them in the description. So hope you guys enjoyed my review. Let me know what you think in the comment section below of this video. I love this track. I can't wait to see what Metallica does next. Anyways, that's my review. I'm Chainsaw. I'm done. See ya.